Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a you versus them love reading for my dearest Leos. Leo, I'm going to read your energy on the right, your person's energy on the left, and then we're going to see what's happening between you right down the middle. If these messages resonate with you, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you're after one, I do have those links in the description box down below. All right, so we have the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Two of Pentacles, and we have the World. Okay, so Leo, your energy is the World in reverse, so you may feel like there's unfinished business here. I think your person is also removing obstacles or getting clear about this connection, sweet feelings for you or wanting to reunite. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you might know this person through work or their place of work, or maybe they come into your job or your coworkers. This can also be the gym, work, school, somewhere you go back to. So again, this really could be a crush that's developing here. It could also be you're kind of in this Two of Pentacles, like you're in this no man's land here with this person and in this connection. So you could be recently seeing each other and not sure if this is gonna, go somewhere, or is it just something just short-lived, like a fling? For others of you, it just feels like this Two of Pentacles, you're just not sure exactly where you stand here with one another. So let's see, the Seven of Cups in reverse, this is your person's energy. They're definitely getting clarity. They may also be removing obstacles, removing other options if they have other options. Magician in reverse. Some of you, this person though, Leo, they've been a little bit tricky. And with the Magician in reverse, some of you, they may have been a little bit tricky or manipulative, or they weren't really telling you the truth. Some of you, they doubt whether or not they have enough to offer you. A lot of you too, it's during this Mercury retrograde is when your person's going to get the clarity they need about what they need to do here in this connection. Okay, so look at how that came flying out. They're viewing you as the Seven of Cups. So this person spends a lot of time wondering about you. They don't have total clarity about you, about this connection. Okay, so they might just spend a lot of time wondering about you, fantasizing, romanticizing the connection, thinking about you. But there is like a little bit of a lack of clarity, or maybe they feel like you're not super clear on your feelings towards them. All right, but I do feel we are entering into Mercury retrograde, Leo, so I do feel like that's where this person does get clarity. Maybe they're even going to be coming back around if there's somebody that you've been on the outs with or you haven't seen. Okay, and Spirit saying the Moon card. But there are secrets here. And the Moon can be a time of, looking at things or seeing things through borrowed light. So I do feel for my Leos like there's some stuff that's hidden. Now, they may have purposely kept things kind of hidden or kind of quiet. Or they're intentionally elusive, maybe until they figure out what's up or how they feel. Or again, maybe some of you too, they're crushing on you and they need to release other obstacles, whether it's work, whether it's family, whether it's responsibilities, whether it's other people they're dealing with. So Leo, we have the World card showing up in reverse. And so, you might feel like you two are worlds apart, or there's some serious distance between the two of you. Maybe there is even it could be a long distance connection. But for a lot of you, there's a cycle here that needs to be closed out. And with the World showing up in reverse, you may feel you have unfinished business with this person, Leo. Okay, and some of you, you might have heard some negative gossip, or maybe some of you are having some negative feelings about this person or this connection. This can certainly be an energy of pessimism, or this person, again, they do feel a little bit elusive. They do feel like they haven't quite told you everything. They may keep secrets. There's a little bit of an energy of confusion and distortion around this person or this connection. So a lot of my Leos, with the Page of Swords in reverse, you might have friends that are telling you, cut this person off, or yes, I heard this person's a player, or I heard this or that. I just feel this could be negative influences around you, or it could just be your thoughts going to that negative place here, Leo. Because it does feel like you're really kind of in the in-between here with this person. Should I, shouldn't I? Again, maybe it's just a crush and you just don't know each other that well, or possibly, it could be one or both of you are juggling a lot of responsibilities, might not have all the time necessary to build a connection here, a solid connection. And for others of you, it is other options. So how you're viewing this person as the Eight of Cups walking away. So a lot of my Leos, I do feel like you've gone to worst case scenario with this person and with this situation. And you know, I feel like you do have some negative thoughts about them or about the connection because it's not clear. I mean, I really do feel like you might not know where you stand with this person. And we have the Six of Swords. So putting troubles behind you, Leo, and moving on. So hopefully you and this person can, you know, put difficulties behind you and get clarity and move on together. But we'll see if this is you moving on by yourself, you know, onto a new direction and to somebody that, you know, you feel comfortable with and confident about. Let's see. So we have the Two of Pentacles, the relationship. So there may be an off and on, there may be a back and forth. Again, this is just about kind of being in limbo. Your person is viewing the connection as the Nine of Wands. So you might be on a pause with this person. They're very physically attracted to you. But I feel like this person has like a lot of responsibilities, a lot that's weighing on them, a lot that's coming up for them. And so I do feel like this person has maybe even taken a time out. Again, that might be kind of what you're sensing, like they've pulled back their energy. Because this person's down on one knee, right? Like they're definitely feeling kind of exhausted. For some of you, it's work and responsibilities too that's really weighing them down is what I'm getting. Like this can definitely be an energy of them like burning the candle at both ends. I do see this person is a bit guarded, Leo, and a lot of you, you're sensing that and you're like, you know, why is this person like not sharing with me? Okay, you're viewing the relationship as the Tower in reverse. So some of you are thinking about walking away from this connection or cutting it off just to avoid disaster. But I can see here you haven't fully let this person go. You're still kind of holding on to the connection or, you know, the possibility that this connection is going to come to fruition here or something here will change. Okay, I feel like there's a hope for that. All right, and the relationship, the King of Cups energy in reverse, yeah. But I mean, I feel like there's on both sides, like I can see my Leos. You know, I know my Leos out there, you love hard, you love big, you love deep. And with the King of Cups in reverse, you know, it's hard to not be all or nothing. And it feels like your person hasn't been communicating or taking action or really giving a whole lot emotionally to this connection. And some of you, you're really looking at the time and effort that you've put into this connection and whether or not it's time to end it and, you know, put yourself back out there, find somebody who might be more open, more compatible. And then for others of you, there's just this element of strategy, like waiting to see, okay, maybe there's, you know, maybe it's just the season, like this person works a lot and, you know, once, you know, they wrap up some contracts or, you know, they get the clarity that they need, that this connection can be brought into balance. So we'll really go ahead and get those details here, okay? So let's see, what do my Leos really need to know about this person? I do feel like they are a bit secretive and they can be a bit manipulative at times. Like they don't really tell you everything. Okay, so this person needs some time to work through what they need to work through. Maybe they need time to get clarity. All right, and we see coffee cup, but they will be, you know, they will be talking to you about what's up. And I feel they're going to come in like quite a positive energy because I do feel like this person is going to get clarity. And I do think it's going to happen during this Mercury retrograde where you'll be meeting and conversing. And maybe they're going to tell you they need more time before they can give to this connection. Maybe they're going to tell you they've come to a conclusion about what to do here that's going to give you the clarity that you need to, you know, either to move forward, you know, with them or without them. All right, so let's see, Leos, what's in your energy? Yeah, so some of you, you are thinking about putting yourselves out there again, ending this connection and looking for someone who might have more time for you or might be more available or more, you know, more compatible in certain ways. Because I do feel there's a little bit of a lack of trust here. But I also feel there is going to be a date for you and this person coming up. Now, it might be a date to sit down and talk, but I really do think that there's going to be like a special date, whether it's coffee, dinner, drinks, like whatever it is. And I think that's where you're going to really get your clarity. And I do think it's going to be happening during the next couple of weeks. All right, and we have hammer. So yeah, and I feel like this is gonna be indicative for my Leos. This, you know, this conversation, this meeting up, it's gonna be indicative. They're gonna get something off their chest. They're gonna tell you what the conclusions they've come to, the clarity that they've received. You know, and some of you, it's gonna be like, hey, let's work on this, but I need some time, or I need to wrap some stuff up. You know, maybe this is a crazy holiday season for them. So again, you're going to know whether or not you want to work on this connection with them or not. Leos, we have twin flame energy. Okay, so a very strong connection, whether, you know, you feel it's twin flame or soulmate energy, a very, very strong connection here. All right, so let's see. Clear messages, advice, and guidance. What do we need to know, the good and the bad, about this person for my Leos? So we see companion energy showing up in reverse. So betrayal by misusing confidences and a loss of personal identity. Some of you, this person might be worried that they could lose their identity here, or that things were moving too quickly. But I do feel there's a little bit of an energy of sneakiness and manipulation with this person. Okay, so it is something that you need to take a look at, because trust is the most important, you know, building block of any relationship. And we see student energy coming out in reverse, arrogance in pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. So I do see that with the magician energy in reverse. It could be somebody here who's still holding on to past patterns and behaviors and wounding that makes them behave in a way that might be tricky or subversive or, you know, manipulative. So I do feel like this person does still have some learning and some growing to do. There might be some hesitation there on their part, Leo, okay? So let's see, clear messages, advice, and guidance. Clear messages, advice, and guidance. What do they dislike about you, Leos? What is it that they don't love about you? So some of you, okay, I'm not saying it's your body, but some of you that, like, you're very dedicated to, like, going to the gym, working out, you know, maybe like, I'm getting like rigidity with like diet and exercise, you know, putting yourself to the test, which is normally all like a really beautiful thing. But, you know, sometimes this can translate into, maybe they feel like your priorities are more on like the physical, or like a little bit of an element of vanity. I know that's not the nicest message, and I'm not saying that's necessarily even true, Leo, but it's like something that they don't like is possibly, you know, maybe they feel like there's, you know, a lot of vanity associated with you, Leo, or that like your main focus is like, you know, diet and exercise and things like that. So, and that might not be their main focus, okay? But I mean, they do see you as somebody who's healthy and like very good looking, and maybe gets a lot of attention because of that. And if they have some insecurities, that's definitely where it's going to be triggered, or where they're going to be triggered. What they do really like about you, Leo, sorry, I got a really itchy nose, and we got the Prince energy. So they do find you to be charming and romantic, and they see that there's a lot of potential here for power, and maybe even to be a power couple. But I feel like this person just needs some more time here. And it's really going to be up to my Leos here if you want to give it to them or not. You know, or is it time to cut them loose and move on? So let's see, what does this person need to overcome here, Leos? What does this person need to overcome? What does this person need to overcome? All right, so open-mindedness. So others' opinions do matter, though we may not view things the same way. This may also encourage a new way of doing something. So your person might be a bit rigid at times. They may be a little bit, you know, they might be a little bit self-centered. They might be just very independent. They might be somebody who's not really good at, you know, they're used to being on their own. They're used to depending on, you know, me, myself, and I. And so sometimes they can, you know, maybe have a little bit of a disregard for what other people think or feel. And again, that's going to be a very important quality if you're going to be in a reciprocal relationship here. Some of you too, they're rigid in the way that they're thinking, so they need to be a bit more open-minded. And second chances. So someone wants the opportunity to prove themselves. I do think that they are going to come around and talk to you about that. But I feel like there's this big question mark here with the Tower in reverse here, Leo, whether or not it's going to do more harm than good to put in time and effort to hold space for this person, or, you know, is it, you know, have you not let go of each other for a reason, because it does need to, you know, come back together, or like you can work on things, finding a middle ground, because you definitely need balance and reciprocity is what I'm hearing, because it feels like it might not have been here, or you're feeling a lack of balance and reciprocity within this connection. All right, so let's see, my lovely Leos, please. What do you need to learn here? We see listen with empathy. The ears listen, the mind understands, and the heart shows compassion, and then we speak. Yeah, so again, it might be also just not being too highly reactive to what this person needs to tell you. Okay, so it's not about not feeling and not feeling when they tell you something, but to allow yourself to listen, to understand, put yourself in their shoes, and then before you come to a conclusion, or before you tell them off or something, or you speak your mind, okay, because things might be different than what you're assuming. And we see codependency. Remember, you cannot fix someone or love someone into a healthy state. Yeah. So again, if you feel like, it's not your job to fix this person, to teach them, you can tell somebody how you expect to be treated. And obviously, if you care about the relationship and something isn't working, you can say, hey, look, I need this. I'm not getting that. But if you find yourself sitting there having to teach someone how to love you, and it's more of a consistent thing, it's something to really take a look at, right? Because like the right person is going to also get you. And again, there's a fine line between, telling people how you expect to be treated and what your expectations are of their behavior in the relationship, versus, having to be there telling someone all the time how to love you, or, so it can be kind of exhausting. But with the right person, they're gonna pick up on that, and they're gonna course correct, especially if you bring it up to them. All right, so let's see, Leos, is there anything that you need to know? And also take a look at why you may still be holding on to this connection. Is it out of a fear of being single? Is there a trauma bond here? Is there codependency here? But for a lot of you, I don't think there is, but I do think, it's hard to turn your back on someone or something that you've been invested in or you see as having a lot of potential. But I also feel like there's a line here, Leo, about being determined to make something work versus being stubbornly holding on to something that may not be right for you. All right, so let's see. And the emphasis is may not be right for you. Because like I said, the conversation that's coming up is definitely going to give you the clarity you need about whether or not you're going to give this a go or continue to. All right, so what you're not seeing is concurrent relationships. Some of you, again, if this is a newer connection, the Seven of Cups certainly can be options. It can be if you've met this person online, or maybe they still are online, or maybe they're talking to a few different people. Okay, I could definitely see that here, this person being a bit secretive. Okay, is it time to let go of other options? That is a little bit of a red flag. Maybe this person in the past, they have had concurrent relationships. Okay, and so again, we need to take a look at that. And healing one another. Okay, so this can be you and this person healing one another through this conversation coming up. Some of you, I am seeing it could be a very amicable decision to move in different directions. Because we do see this energy of imbalanced. But for others of you, it's like about really expressing like where you're feeling there's a lack of reciprocity or balance. And, this person being able to really step up and make some changes here. So again, like I said, you're gonna know after this conversation coming up. So let's see, what does this person want my Leos to know? What does this person want my Leos to know? Okay, I have clarity about what I'm here to do. My life serves a distinct and beautiful purpose. Yep, some of you too, this person is very focused on their work. This concurrent relationships too could also be like that they really prioritize family and they prioritize possibly children and things like that. So, some of you, I do feel like there's some sort of mission involving children here. I don't know if they work with, children or orphans, or they're a teacher and they're just very dedicated. Some of you, they could do mission work, okay? Some of you, I'm getting like parents were missionaries. All right, let's see. And love yourself. So this person is saying, learn to love yourself for all the unique and beautiful qualities you possess. Love for yourself must precede love for another. So again, this person's interesting, their energy, to be honest, because it's like, I feel like this person isn't fully fully ready to come together, Leo, in union. It's like they have this distinct purpose and they want you to do what's best for you. It's interesting. Like I do feel this person can be a little bit clinical, to be honest. Yeah, like I feel like sometimes they can be a little bit clinical, and we see that with the King of Cups energy in reverse. Like I feel that that's kind of the big question mark here for my Leos are going to be like, does this person feel enough for you? Like are they emotional enough for you? Passionate enough for you? So let's see. Let's get some final messages, advice, and guidance here. So get ready. There is going to be a big conversation coming up that's going to give you the clarity about what moving on looks like. Is it together or separately? Yep, Spirit's saying extend your lighthearted energy to others. So if this person isn't giving to you, Leo, or they're keeping you in limbo, or you don't know where you stand with them, Spirit's saying you may not want to be putting all your eggs in their basket, right? Now, we do see this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So I do feel like a lot of my Leos, I was going to say Legos, somebody playing with Legos, somebody used to play Legos. But I'm seeing here that a lot of you have felt like this is the one, and you felt like they were perfect in a lot of ways. And we do see children. Your love life is being affected by children. So again, there was something here about children. Maybe they have children from a previous connection. Some of you too, like their purpose is like working with children, teaching children, helping children. But this can also be somebody here that may need to grow up a little bit, Leo. So that is something that you're definitely going to need to take a look at. Okay. So Leos, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care.